Yes! The day is ours, ladies and gentlemen. We have defeated the false King Allant, and now it is time to run over to the Archstone and claim our prize. Upon touching this Archstone, you will get the false King Demon's soul.
How did you defeat my precious demon? No human has an appetite for souls such as you. The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
Alright, as well as a really cool dialogue from the real King Allant. I usually run over here to go get a good look, because it is the last time we're going to see the Northern Kingdom of Boletaria. Upon returning to the Nexus, you get a pretty cool cutscene. Yeah, the sword that was being held by the giant statue in the Nexus, it slips through the grip of the statue and destroys the floor of the Nexus, creating a giant pit. So, you can still go to each of the Archstones, but to proceed to the end of the game, you must talk to the Maiden in Black, and she will take you down to the lair of the Old One. But, you have to let her finish her dialogue. I'll show you guys.
I hear a voice of yore. The Old One is calling for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
Yeah, if you walk away halfway through the dialogue like that, she won't take you with her. But if you stay there until she's done talking, you will activate the scene where she takes you down into the Old One's lair. But it's okay, because you can still get back even if you do that. So, this does indeed conclude the expert walkthrough of Demon's Souls. The only thing left for us to do is go down below to the lair of the Old One and defeat it, which will activate New Game Plus after we do that. So, you can still go to the Archstones, you can still talk to everybody, you can do whatever you want. I suggest doing that before you finish the game, but it is time for us to go down and finish the game. But, not before you watch me kill every single NPC as I play unfitting music. Alright, now that all NPCs of the Nexus have officially been destroyed, it is time to go proceed down to the lair of the Old One. Now, I know that they dropped items when they died, I saw those, but I don't ever particularly care what they drop, because it's nothing important. So now it is time to talk to the Maiden in Black and go down below.
Hark, I hear a voice of yore. The Old One is calling for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
So notice how when you let the dialogue drag on that extra second, it actually activates the cutscene.
I have brought thee what thou wishest, thy new demon. Come now, be good.
Okay, so as it would suggest, the only way to go now is inside the old one. But if you run back here first, you will notice that there is actually an archstone, and it will take you back to the Nexus, and you can still access all of the archstones. But what I do in every playthrough, and I don't know why, it's probably just gamers' intuition, but I always run back here just to see if there are items. Now, there are no items back here. I've beat this game at least 100 times, and there are never any items back here to be found. But for some reason, I don't know why, I feel better about running back here just to make sure that there is nothing. And I'm sure I'm satisfying your guys' curiosity as well if you've never played this game. If you just run straight forward and just start going inside the old one and not caring about what's back here, I'm sure there will be plenty of people in the comments saying, why didn't you run back there? I bet there were items. Well, no. As much as I would love for there to be some kind of magical hidden items back here, there are not, unfortunately. So, I'm running back here to satiate your guys' curiosity, and I guess it just makes me feel better as well, knowing that I checked every inch and did not find a thing. So, yeah, that just goes to show that there are no items back there. So the old one is indeed a giant tree. Doesn't seem very dangerous. Doesn't seem like it has the ability to end the world. But for some reason, it does. Now, when you run over to the Maiden in Black, she does not have any new dialogue.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
She just says the same thing again. So, the old one does not attack you. When you run in here, no, it's not going to bite you in half as soon as you set foot inside. There are no enemies inside or anything other than King Allant, but we'll get to him in just a second. To get through these parts, you can simply hit them with your weapon, or you can roll through them. It doesn't really matter which one you do. Once you set so far...
Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here.
Yeah, if you guys notice, I accidentally hit an extra button right there and skipped half of his dialogue, but he essentially tells you that you can either turn around or you can go through the fog gate. But if you go through the fog gate, he sees it as a challenge.
Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world. The fight poison with poison. God is merciful, and so created the Old One. The Old One will feed on our souls and put an end to our tragic realm of existence.
So this is what's left of the real King Allant. As you can see by his sword, that is soul-breaking. And he can hurt you like this, as you can see. So don't be too careless, because you can activate 2 different endings after this boss fight. But if you let him kill you, it doesn't activate any kind of special ending. It just causes you to go back, and you'll have to fight him again. But as you can see, he has practically no defense whatsoever. All you have to do is continue to hack at him, and he will die very quickly. But this is all that's left of the original King Allant. He is the host, or the, I guess we'll say that he is the demon that is responsible for harvesting all the souls for the Old One. And as you notice from his dialogue, he said that he would rather have the Old One wipe out mankind, because that would be the better ending to the fate of man. It is the only salvation to him.
You fool. Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
I always found that dialogue to be really interesting, that no one wishes to go on, so he really does want mankind to be ended by the Old One. And you do revive as well after beating him. I'm not going to withdraw his weapon out of the ground just yet. I prefer to activate the cutscene first, and you step towards the light to do that.
Thine work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. I shall lull the Old One back to slumber.
Now, much like Dark Souls, there is a quote-unquote good and bad ending to Demon Souls, and you get Soul Brand from King Allant. Now, the good ending would be to turn around right now and do as the Maiden in Black says. To turn around and go look at the Fall Gate, walk through it, and you will go back to the Nexus, but that would suggest, she says that the Nexus will imprison us no longer, and that she's going to lull the Old One back to sleep, but that would suggest that it would just continue again, because old King Doran, he was the one that put it to sleep at first, and now look, we're here doing it again. It would be an endless cycle. So what I prefer to do is I typically like to do the other ending, which would be to kill the Maiden in Black, and you will become the new Harvester of Souls for the Old One. So that's typically the ending that I choose.
The Old One sensed a new and powerful demon by its side. And before long, the world will be engulfed by the deep fog. Bring more souls.
And we have reached the end of Demon Souls. I do love the credit music, but I am not going to sit through the credits for the sake of this video. You get the Red Eye Stone and the Beast Demon's Soul, which is the soul of the Maiden in Black. I believe. Or the Old One. My memory slips me. But as you can see, this is the cutscene that played in the very beginning of the game as we completed the tutorial. That is the giant statue in the Nexus that drops the sword, that destroys the floor and creates the entrance to the Old One's lair.
Drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect them to another.
Alrighty, so, welcome to New Game Plus of Demon Souls. No, I'm not going to do a New Game Plus run, sorry, but I'm going to show you something really cool. Well, I'm not going to be able to show you, but I can explain to you that notice how when we went to talk to King Doran, we got Demon Brand, that is the sword that we withdrew from the ground. And we got Soul Brand for defeating King Allant. Now, Demon Brand obviously is bad for us. We should use Soul Brand because it'll give us, how much attack is that? Like See, we have like no attack with that, but I believe, yeah, we get 500 attack with Soulbrand. That's pretty awesome. 500 attack in one hand is beast. But the cool thing about these swords is that they form a pair. Now, you cannot talk to Baldwin in order to create this weapon, but we have repairing to do. I don't really care because I'm done with this game. But, right. The thing about these two swords is that they form a pair. Notice how they look completely alike? Well, if you go to the Blacksmith Ed and fuse them together, you can get an incredibly powerful weapon called Northern Regalia. It is probably the strongest weapon in the game. But, much like you have to collect every Ember in every new game of Dark Souls, you must go defeat the Flame Lurker, get the Red Hot Demon Soul, and give it to Ed again so you can make that weapon. It's totally worth it, though. It's incredibly powerful. So, this does conclude the expert walkthrough for Demon's Souls, and I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for joining me. I know I sound like shit right now, but I apologize for that, but I just recovered from a fever of like 103 degrees. It was not fun. My chest and my ribs and my lungs still hurt, but, you know, I was really looking forward to concluding this walkthrough for you guys. So I do hope that you enjoyed Demon's Souls. This is an incredibly fun game. Please go play it if you have the opportunity. It is very worth it. And yes, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to all the streaming that I'm going to be doing. I'll be doing it regularly every night, hopefully starting soon, and I will stream whatever you want. So, I have been your favorite host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and I will see you guys in the next video.
To Our Lady of Sin, where to begin? Listen well, boy, there are two bells to ring. The parish above, the bloody bog found deep below, and their guardians still thirst for your cursed blood. Drop your sword for the brothers in need to find. I will walk through the fog as I welcome death. I will fade to the fire, the shards of a soul. A magnificent fire.